You want to see Alex do a real stunt?
Maybe we'll get some views. 200 likes on this video. That's so. To do anything for 200 likes on any.
You're just selling your body, dude, for likes. All YouTubers are whores.
I hate myself. There's blood on my pants. I, for some reason, just got really bummed out.
Why? Why, dude? Why?
I, for some reason, just got really bummed out. I hate myself. There's blood on my pants.
What's up, guys? My name is Damien.
My name is Kyle.
And I'm Alex. We are Our Mind Center, and we make short films and review movies. And we're coming at you live today from the world's biggest and most famous apartment complex of all time. And we went to go see a movie tonight. We took a gander, we took a stroll, we took a little bit of a walk down to a movie theater to go see Equalizer 2, the Denzel Washington hit movie sequel. Alex, what's this one about?
So Equalizer 2, we find a friend of his that's been helping him out doing some good deeds, and she ends up getting offed, and they find out that whoever it is after everybody that he's worked with in the past, and so he has to deal with, I guess, another group of spies coming after him.
Yeah, so if you have seen the first one, you know the shtick that Denzel Washington is your everyday guy, but while also still being a badass and not overdoing the everyday guy kind of thing.
He's got a past.
Exactly.
You know? Like, he's a good guy, but
kind of like kind of like your Takens, your Liam Neesons of the world, but this time it's Denzel Washington.
Your Takens, your Liam Neesons. Do you have any other reference?
No, just that's why I spread them out. Choose his name.
Jack Bauer.
Your Dwayne The Rock Johnsons. You got your Bruce Willises. You got your Clint Eastwoods and everything like that. And here we are again with a sequel to the first one.
And Cleastwood.
My worry going into this movie was that, one, it's directed by somebody who's never done a sequel before, ever, and he also directed the first one, which is cool, but also a worry because we have had a movie recently that has done that. Kingsman! I fucking hate Kingsman: The Golden Circle. And so my fear was that, one, the director wasn't going to live up to the movie that he made in the first place, or that it would be the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
The same exact thing. That was my worry. And what I will say, so I can give you my little taste and let the other two speak at least once in this review, is that
you're good, dude.
I did really like this movie, and I was actually pretty surprised by it.
I wasn't surprised by it because I thought.
Oh, you bitch!
Alright, I don't know why that happened, you guys.
I think Kyle was the most excited about it.
Yeah, I was. I haven't seen the first one. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me say that before, but
I feel like it's becoming more and more frequent.
I know. Anyways, so I haven't seen the first one, so I was very excited about the trailer for this one because I don't know what the first one's about, and so this is a fresh idea to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw the trailer and I was super excited. So I wasn't surprised that it was good, but I really, really did enjoy it, and I had a lot of fun.
This one being a sequel to that movie that does not need a sequel,
Yeah.
the action better be incredible. There better be something about this that we
stands out.
actually want instead of just more development of a world to a movie that didn't need it.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the action was really cool. There's the first fight scene was a little off, but the rest of them were just really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It is rated R, which I appreciate.
Yeah, very much so.
I was actually invested in the story.
Same.
I was surprisingly happy that I got to know more about him and about the characters, and there was, I think, 2 times that I almost cried in this movie.
Yeah, same.
I was definitely excited for the action in this movie, but I was like, the action was fine, but I was more into, like, first of all, Denzel's acting, like his performance, because it's Denzel Washington. But like his relationships in this movie, I was just enamored with.
Yeah,
I
think
preferred that over the action.
Yeah, and that's what I'll say too. My favorite thing about this movie, because we always have one, is surprisingly so. This action movie that is very brutal and it's rated R, and this movie kind of goes from action scene to action scene. This movie has some heart to it. It really does. There's some themes and some. The whole point of this movie is choice. That's the thing. Everybody in the world has a choice. You get to make your decision, and if you make your bed, you have to lie in it. And Denzel Washington is the guy that's going to put those covers over you and make sure you go to sleep. And
that's what I'm going to be thinking about when I go to bed tonight. Just Denzel walk in the room.
What I will say, Antoine Fuqua, the director, does a great job at directing the action, but he also knows how to do. He knows how to handle the rest of the movie. Where in most action movies, whenever action isn't happening, you're sitting there tapping your foot, and you're like, okay, do the next action scene that I saw part of in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I don't think that happened to me once. Don't get me wrong. There was an action scene that I saw brewing, and I was like, okay, I know the setup for this, and I get where it's going. But man, Denzel has this relationship with this kid in his apartment complex, and it's so damn good. He has a relationship with this old guy that he drives everywhere. It's so damn good, and it could be pointless in any other movie with any other director. That stuff could be pointless, but again, like Kyle was saying, Denzel Washington is such a damn good actor that in most of the scenes that he's in, he feels like he could exist.
Yeah.
Which Denzel Washington's a real guy.
Yeah.
But the way he acts, the way he talks, it's so much different than what you see your action hero do. The dude has heart. The movie has heart. And I really like that.
He's incredible with like the characters that he has in a lot of different movies. But in this one, his character is just like the most badass, but at the same time, he's this kind of like awkward. You can tell he's lost something, like his past is weighing on him, but at the same time, he feels like he has to do this. And there's a conversation that he has with one of his coworkers from before, and it's just. It's the most heartfelt thing to see this guy that goes out and kills people.
It doesn't seem forced or like, oh, now it's time to give some exposition or whatever. It all seems real. And the main bad guy in this movie, him and Denzel have a conversation, and I understand why the bad guy's doing his stuff. I understand why Denzel doesn't like it, and I love all of it. It's so damn good because what this movie knows how to do is give you all that emotional stuff. With like Alex is talking about, like a guy who's lost stuff and he reads a lot and you're wondering why he reads, and like you might think like 18 characters in this movie would be like, you don't have to do this to fill a void.
Yeah.
They don't say that. You just realize that in the movie and with Denzel's like mannerisms and stuff that's what he's doing. Nobody holds your hand and walks you through that. It's just as an audience member, you can see what Denzel is trying to do and what the director is trying to do. And for an action movie that on IMDb has a 7. I think is underselling this movie, and as a sequel, I think maybe my last thoughts, because I don't have too many negatives. As my last like main thoughts, this is one of the better sequels I think you will see this year. In a year where we have Jurassic, I don't need to list them off. I do it every review. Either way, as far as sequels go, this is a damn good one.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to slap an arbitrary number on this movie that probably took countless hours to make? I think what this movie shows and just confirms is that I think Denzel Washington, whatever he's in, is going to bring his A+ game. The dude is going to bring everything, and I think having a director that him and the director are clearly friends and they know what they want to do, keep doing it. If they make another Equalizer, I will be in the theater, and I really enjoyed this movie, guys. I think there's a lot of smarter stuff that happens in this movie that will go unnoticed, and I enjoy stuff like that. And because of that, I'm going to give it an 8.5. 8.5 novels out of 10. I think that this movie is better than the first one, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
Like Damien said, it's really cool to get to see an action movie to where you're not impatient waiting for the next action scene. And I haven't seen that a lot personally, but I really did enjoy this movie, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I will be seeing it again. And I'm going to rate it an 8.25 knives out of 10.
I really liked this movie. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. I was worried about it being a sequel, but they ended up not only impressing me with the thing that I thought I didn't want, but the action still being really cool. And we didn't talk about this in the review. I'm going to say it really quickly. There was a couple moments in the trailers that made me think this was going to be like too comical, and all of those things weren't in the movie.
Yeah.
It's more serious than it let on, and I appreciated it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this movie a 7.34217 out of 10. Pairs of glasses.
Pairs of glasses.
That's sweet. That's super heartfelt. Well, guys, if you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to our channel so you can see more of us three on this couch. There's a couple little cameos here and there sprinkled through, but most of the time it's just us three. We hope you enjoyed this video and our review of Equalizer. If you have seen it or if you are excited to see it, please comment below and let us know. I fucking hate that I just said that, and I hate that it rhymed. My name is Damien.
My name is Kyle.
And I'm Alex.
We're our Mind Center, and until next time, guys, and of course there will be a next time. Series finale, so everyone's fucking stoked. They're like, dude, this is it. This is the ending of the show that we've spent so many hours of our lives on, and these characters are talking in the episode is an hour long still.
Yeah.
And they're talking, and towards the end of the episode, it cuts off.